We have just reacted to Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Mm-hmm.
That is the second Hunger Games movie. You guys know that I started watching the Hunger Games after never seeing it in my life because, I dismissed it as teen fodder like Twilight. I'm Jody Joe. This is BG4.
Four, and you're right to believe that because it was made for the teens and of course those who read the novels. So
Patreon.com/Jody's Corner is where you can catch the full reaction. Thank you to the thousands and thousands of Patreons that are on the Patreon now. Greatly appreciated. So this is part 2 in the series of the 4 movies. I don't. After part 1 ended, there's a review for my Hunger Games. It's on my channel now. Go check that out. Fantastic. Enjoyed it. This one takes everything that the first Hunger Games is, and it just elevates it on almost every level. This is on every level better than the first one.
okay,
Yeah.
so you are in agreement with some folks in Discord and
Yes.
even inside of the Patreon that say who have watched the reaction.
Yes.
That this is their favorite.
And I see why everybody said that you got to watch the second one because it's amazing. And this is actually freaking amazing. This is a really good movie. It's a shame that I haven't watched it. There were some funny moments. There's some epic moments. I was more emotionally invested in this.
Mm-hmm.
I was into this is better directed.
Mm-hmm.
It's better written.
Mm-hmm.
It's better acted.
Okay.
They add new characters in here. First of all, shout out to Jeffrey Wright, who was a pleasant surprise.
Yes.
As soon as I saw him, I said, cool, I F with him. There's another character in here. I call her Sexy Chick. Those of you guys who know who Sexy Chick is, she's the one that got naked in the elevator right in front of him. She is my favorite character in this movie.
The girl from District 1.
She's amazing because of her speaking out. She was the one that was vocal, raged out against the machine, was the activist, spoke out against the oppressors that is happening, right? She's the one that had conviction. She was the one that was even protecting Katniss. She was the one that we could see. Now we see what she meant. Why? I'm helping you because she was a part of the revolution. There is one other character in this movie that blew me away, and as soon as I saw him, I knew that he was going to be epic. While predictable that he was, as far as like his stance, like knowing that he was actually secretly behind the scenes going to help.
Mm-hmm.
The way he delivered his lines and performances, and the way he is on screen, and how convincing he is, makes me miss him that much more as an actor. Rest in peace to Philip Seymour Hoffman. This man was, when he was pretending to be evil, he was more evil than Donald Sutherland. When he was good, he was even more convincing. This is why he's a great actor. He's one of the greats. And he died really soon. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad thing. But this was like a glimpse in time of witnessing his greatness again. I think about Mission Impossible 3 with the rabbit's foot. He was very convincing then. What's your name?
Yes.
Just tell me your name.
Oh, that's one of the greatest intros of a villain I've ever seen.
And it was mother freaking Ving Rhames that gave it up. Ethan, no. He was like, Ethan Hunt, and then all I needed was your name. I'm gonna make you scream her name. I'm gonna make you call for her, and he did just that, bro. And then the shoe in the street.
Mm-hmm.
He was by far the best performance in this movie. Now that doesn't mean that Jennifer Lawrence didn't do her thing, because she absolutely did. This love triangle, I gotta say, I really hate Liam Hemsworth in this movie. I hate his character. I hate that he's this guy always being shown he's insecure, giving her a hard time about PETA, when PETA actually was up in the Hunger Games and saved her while she saved him. They trauma bonded. The Katniss PETA relationship will always be above Liam Hemsworth and Katniss on the outside, bro. Like, when you go through experiences like that, that love is very, very, very powerful. And the fact that Katniss still was in love with, almost in like with, strong like, and was in a relationship with Liam. And then I don't like how she was automatically like washing away the first Hunger Games. Like, it was back to her boy Liam, and Peter was sitting there lonely, sad and lonely, like Keisha Cole. He was over there 24 feet away, and he was still doing things to look after her. When they came back with that 75th annual, that every freaking quarter we got to bring y'all back, and y'all knew y'all got marked for death because they chose y'all, that is savage. And he still went to Woody Harrelson 45 minutes earlier and said save her. She was sitting there wallowing in the forest. It was really hard for me to see Peter get hoed like this. And this is a very realistic thing, because there are so many nice men out there. There are so many nice men out there who are beautiful, who have great souls, good hearts, who care, want, and love, but they chase after a woman and they desire for a woman, yet still stay respectful, stay at a distance, loving them from a distance, able to get pushed on, stepped on, and willing to take all that for the woman they love, while not getting barely an ounce of their attention. And when they do get attention, they're only giving you attention to manipulate you and to get something from you. And still, that's not enough, because they still will love purely. There's a lot of men out there, bro, that are like this, and I feel bad for them.
Is this a catching fire reaction? Or are you talking about me, dog? Can we off camera? Off camera.
I was almost talking about myself at a certain point. You, me, and every other man out there who wanted a girl that didn't want us.
No.
Pretended to string us along, keep us in the friend zone just enough to use us.
It was painful to watch. Yeah.
You feel me?
He's
like every man has some
that kiss was almost convincing. I thought we were in love.
The way she was playing the game had me thinking, looking at her like Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? And then as time went on, they got into the games. It started to shift. And then she went back into, we're in the games. I love you in the games. Like, you playing. Is this the Hunger Games or the Love Games? And she's at the heart of it. So I despised her a little bit because of the way she was treating and ignoring Peter. Then I loved her because she's still trying her best to make this life work in an impossible position she's been put into. Then I started to despise her more when the evil Sith Lord,
Mr. Snow, President Snow,
sent you up to go back into the games to die. At that point, you need to be like, F the world, freak you, ride with me, say all that shit.
Yeah.
You're going to die. And she still was playing the game with the speeches, being quiet.
He would have came after
that.
the family. Would have came after the district.
Because Liam Hemsworth went to go get the family.
That was at the end of the film, though.
Right, after she effed up.
Beginning of the film, he was like, you need to convince me, though.
Nah, he wouldn't know what to do. She should have told her family to go, like, straight up like that. She should have mentioned the family. They're going to come after my family. You could have really... The other girl was speaking up. That's why I don't give her a pass, because sexy chick, she was speaking out publicly. She went on that stage in her dress. She said, I was told when I win these games, I'll live a happy life for the rest of my life. And here the freak I am. You
back again.
Bastards. Freak you. Freak all of you. F this. F him. That's exactly the same energy that I wanted from Katniss. It was wholesome to see Elizabeth Banks' character start to become emotional and tied to this group. Woody Harrelson doing... Woody Harrelson's... what do you say? I volunteer as sponsor or something like that.
Oh, as tribute.
I volunteer as tribute. He did that instantly, bro. He was willing to throw himself back into the games. But it didn't matter.
No, you got it backwards.
Yeah, he did.
Woody was selected. Hamish was selected. Peter volunteered as tribute.
No. I heard him say I volunteer as tribute, though.
That was Peter. Remember?
Oh, well, he was...
Katniss said if he gets selected, he said, I'll volunteer. But then he told her, if I get selected, I don't really know what to do, but I'll do my best. So Hamish got selected. He was going to walk over, and Peter quickly went on and said, I volunteer as tribute. He grabbed him by his shoulder like, no.
Yeah.
And then Peter was like, there's no turning back. I'm doing this. Yeah. I'm going back in with my girl.
Right. I don't know why I had that in my head. Like he was gonna definitely do it.
He was going in though. Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Woody Harrelson, man. His character's dope.
Yes.
There's a lot of emotion. The score was more felt here. In part 1, I didn't notice the score that much. In this one, they did a better job with that score. They did a really good job at making the tension, making me believe into and buy into and hate, raging against the machine even more before they sent me into the games. And there was a very symbolic thing that happened that ushered that forward. Predictable though it may have been, but there was no other way it could have went.
Oh, you're talking
Lenny
about
Kravitz.
Cinna.
Lenny Kravitz. What happened to Lenny was hilarious and expected, but it was also, kind of sad because, but it was hilarious because it's what needed to happen.
Hey, he was doing his job till the end. Mm-hmm. Till the end.
One thing that I don't like is something that is that you guys probably won't care about or notice or think. I don't like how this is like a slavery movie and there's a lot of black people picking cotton and they're the oppressed people and they're doing a slavery thing in this movie. You should have made that about, at least if you're going to make cotton pickers in District 11, don't make them black people.
There were some white folks in there too, but I get it. The first thing you saw,
there was
and what we know based off the first film, black people. Gotcha.
Even in the deep South during slavery, there were white people picking cotton with the black people too because they were getting paid.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But I know. Okay. But you're going. I know.
What are we saying? Is District 11 the black district?
Yes.
District 11 being the black district is also the most arguably, based off what I've seen, arguably, based off what I've seen,
it is.
District 11 is the most oppressed district.
Okay.
Dude put up the thing, shot him in the back of the head like a slave. The other people, the white people put up the thing, all they did was get beat.
All they did was just take him away. They didn't even get beat.
Away.
We didn't even see him get beat. Just took him away.
But when the black people,
in the middle of her speech,
when the old black guy, bam, through the back.
I would like to thank President Snow and everything, and I would like to let you know that I was here and I did not know your tributes that well, but sees them get taken away. Looks at Haymitch. Keep reading, damn it. Goes back to reading.
They're slaves. I don't like that. I don't like how you made the black people the slaves and cotton pickers. Like, what's going on? So, knowing that y'all did that, there's only one way to undo it. When it comes time to watch Catching Fire Part 1. Wait, why? Yeah.
Mockingjay.
Mockingjay Part 1.
Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Mockingjay Part 1, Mockingjay Part 2.
Yeah, okay.
She is now the Mockingjay.
Okay, yeah. When it comes to watching Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, you need to have the people of District 11 rise up, and liberate themselves. I don't want Katniss white girl coming in and liberate the black people. They've hurt the most, they've went through the most, and they need to liberate themselves. There needs to be a select 1, 2, 3, 4, or 10, a group of them, and I need to see action set pieces of them taking over District 11 and then killing their oppressors. This is what I need.
You need to see them taking over District 11? Taking over the Capitol.
I need to see the people of District 11 take over District 11.
Okay. I got you.
And after that, then they can go to the Capitol and do whatever. Join the big war. But as far as their district, they need to take over that first.
Got you.
The people.
Get them soldiers out first. Understood.
Correct.
Understood.
And that captain, that evil by the people. Do that, I'll excuse what the freak I just saw in this movie.
Okay.
Because that shit was racist as a motherfreaker. And I don't want Liam or Jennifer to liberate them. That's just not a good look for me. Bro, fix that. Besides that, this movie is amazing. This is an amazing film. It's PG-13, but god damn, I miss this time in Hollywood where movies didn't have no agenda and it was all about having the best action, directing, score, acting, writing. This was before Hollywood agenda. Look at how good this is. This is before there was politics in our movies. It's just good. Me Too movement started in 2017, and Hollywood ain't been the same since.
We should have started Us Neither then.
Huh?
We should have just started Us Neither. Because if they Me Too, we might as well just been Us Neither. Because we ain't the same either.
Us neither. Us either, motherfucker. This is everything that, and it's PG-13, but it's so serious and dark in tone. This had the feeling of a rated R movie, but it had a PG-13 rating. Christopher Nolan is a master at that. You think his movies are rated R, but he doesn't make rated R movies. Outside, I think Dunkirk was the only... No.
Memento.
Dunkirk was rated PG-13.
Memento, wasn't that rated R?
Maybe.
Let me check.
But for the most part, Nolan does a good job at making you feel like you watched a rated R when you didn't. Because that's what the value has. Cinematic value and the stakes, the writing, the tension, all of that was in this movie. And it felt... I bought it. I bought the movie.
That's the part.
Buy it.
That's the part.
That's the good part.
When you are into the world, when you are presented with something that is new and unfamiliar to you, and it's outside of your norm, and you're just like, how in the world are y'all gonna pull this off? And then it's like, all right, I'm convinced. I'm in. Let's go. I'm ride strapped in. Let's see if I continue. And you have. You've gotten to Catching Fire. And you have said it has made the Hunger Games elevated and put itself also even above it as its own film on its own pedestal right now. Yes. And we've also now gotten to the point, because I remember and we weren't sure, you were concerned.
Yes, I was.
Are we going to continue after watching the first Hunger Games films? And here we are. We're going to part 1 and part 2.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
All right.
There's no way I can't stop.
Okay.
After that, and she instantly, the last scene, J-Law, good actress. She went from finding out that the district was destroyed, she's crying, and then she goes from pain to conviction. Like, all right, motherfrickers, it's game on. And it was all done in the blink of 10 seconds. The emotional acting and control that she had through her eyes, told that story.
Absolutely.
She did her thing. She's fantastic. I F with her. There's only just the one character I hate the most is Liam.
Yeah.
I would like the only way that I would forgive Liam if Liam dies protecting PETA. You're good.
His name is Gale, even though that's not important to you. But just
exactly.
I'm trying to make sure I remember it too.
Yeah.
But that triangle, Gale, PETA, and Katniss is definitely the teen heartthrobby portion right there. Oh, but he loves her. But he loves her. But she loves him. So I don't know about. Wait, but maybe she does. Oh my God, I think she. Oh, this is getting interesting. That's definitely for them right there. And of course, the end twist of, oh my God, he was keeping a big secret all along from her. What does this mean for the relationship? We'll see how it comes out.
That's the Twilight stuff we were talking about.
Yeah, that's where all that comes in.
And that's
but
okay. It's
working though. But it's not overdone. It's not like, oh my God, here we are again.
It didn't go full Twilight.
No.
Yeah, which is good. The action and story leads this, and that's where it should be. I can't say enough good things about it. Besides, Liam's my worst character. The black slaves being slaves picking cotton, that was crazy. But that's about it. The action, the design, the way that she ended that dome with the lightning, all of that really worked out for me. That really, and I'm glad that it wasn't the line that was said. Remember who the enemy is. That's what excuses the things that were missing from this. You remember how the buff guy from part one was always there? He was a problem all the way into the end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where they had a fight to the death.
I'm going to die anyway.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not going through that again. And the reason that I'm not going through that again is because we have a bigger purpose here, and that line was consistent. Remember who the enemy is. In the first Hunger Games, the enemy is the people I'm fighting, the people in the games. In this movie, the enemy is the one up there, the man.
Yes,
and I like that a lot. I really do. So this ending was overall better than the ending of part one. Outside of the berries, that was awesome, but this just was so much more satisfying. And if I'm in 2014, I'm seeing this in the theater and that credit roll showing that bird, I'm like, nigga, when is Mockingjay coming out, dog? Look at this Mockingjay.
Let's see. Hunger Games trailers. I put on the same. I'll put it not on the same, but in that area of like when you are at the theaters and you don't know you're about to get an absolutely epic, amazing trailer, like for Avengers or even Infinity Game or Endgame. Like when you first, whoa, oh, it's happening. Oh, we're getting it. Oh, let's go!
I don't want to even see, and we could go watch a Mockingjay trailer. I don't want to watch that. I'm not watching that. I'm just going into the next movie.
Yeah,
because I just need that. I need that in my life. So, with all that being said, this if any of you guys have not watched Hunger Games at this point, it's a definite recommendation from me, Jody Joe, and I think you guys should watch it. Mockingjay.
Hunger Games, Catching Fire.
Hunger Games Part 1, recommendation. Catching Fire, highly recommended. And even if Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2 is not what is cut out to be, which is a strong possibility, it's still a good franchise.
Yes.
Because of these two movies on their own.
Yes.
It's, for a lot of people that I don't agree with, I think that The Dark Knight Rises is like the greatest comic book movie ever made, next to V for Vendetta. But I know that most people think that The Dark Knight, they believe The Dark Knight's better than The Dark Knight Rises, and Batman Begins is better than The Dark Knight Rises.
No.
But bruh, it could be something like that. The Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2 could be The Dark Knight Rises for most people, which is why they probably don't like it as much as the first two. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to end up liking Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2 just as much as Catching Fire, potentially if not more than Catching Fire, because of the sheer amount of epic that I know is coming. It might have some messy writing and some rush scenes, but if there has climax and then they wrap and they're tying the bow on some of these storylines, I need Donald Sutherland's Sidious's death to be in front of the world on his knees in fear and a slow knife. Maybe a slit to the throat. This is what I would like. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know you're going to try to look into my eyes and find the answers. I'm
good. I'm going to find out the answers on my own. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys so very much for watching this movie review. If you guys want to watch the full updated reaction and uncut in all of its glory, witnessing it, watching it for the first time or the second or third, or just watching it with us, patreon.com/Jody's Corner. You get access to notjustanime.com with that subscription, and you get access to our private Discord with that membership as well. Should I bust in on them real quick to show them again? Like we
sure,
did last
let's
time?
Go.
At least,
hey, bruh. Hunger Games is fire, bro. Hunger Games is fire.
We are recording.
Catching.
Yes, it
That's what I
is.
said. Catching Fire is my favorite.
Catching Fire is fire.
I
Yeah,
like the second one and the third one.
yeah, that's
Ooh.
Catching Fire. The second one.
The third one is Mockingjay Part 1. Yes, the second, for sure. I can't wait to watch Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, bruh.
I got to watch
job,
the
Jody.
I didn't get to watch the first two in theaters. I watched the other two.
stopped at the second one. I might watch that shit with you, Jody, on Patreon.
Watch that
We
shit,
was
bro.
walking
Hey,
through-
for
We
sure.
was having a watch party with Qui-Gon for it until he gave up because he.
I did like the second second one better because I like the drama in it. The second one, I like how they
Yeah.
talk more about
I
going
like the
into.
games more. That thing switching. Oh, bro, man, this shit is fire.
Yeah. She
Jody,
TikTok,
Team-
TikTok,
better.
TikTok,
Jody.
TikTok.
Yes,
Team
Keon.
President Snow. Team President Snow.
You're
Especially
trash.
when they
That is the
got
worst
hold
take that you could ever have
because he
had.
ripped-
Why would you even say some shit like that? That nigga's garbage.
You knew Keon was gonna rep Snow.
Listen,
You knew Keon was.
Why
gonna
would he
rep
rep?
Snow.
Why would he
But
rep
think-
Snow? That just shows how dark his heart
Yeah,
is.
that is Keon.
You
though.
a
You
dark-hearted
You come
motherfucker.
to accept it sometimes.
Yeah, that's Keon 101.
but think,
God damn.
Jody,
All
think
right.
about how she got hold. Like she's the only female in her district that won, and they was like, we need a female and male all
Yeah.
star game, and she's like, fuck, I'm the only woman
Look,
here.
they
I gotta
changing
go.
the rules mid game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
she
y'all
was
I
crazy.
gotta go.
Hey,
I gotta go
and
back.
that's why Snow is
She
trash,
had
bro.
no go back.
All right, for sure. Thank
And
you
they
guys.
still
I didn't want to get spoiled. I got the hell out of there.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
But that's the Discord you get access to once you join Patreon. So guys, with that said, I give the Hunger Games Catching Fire an A.
Why do I have to give one? I feel like you did most of the talking. You did everything great, dog.
Yeah, but
This
what's
is
your
definitely-
grade? You got a grade?
Hey,
A.
I got nothing to go against you.
So you give both of the movies an A.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
And look, this is a rewatch for me. So I'm watching this again, and I don't see anything that's really making me like, what was I thinking when I saw this the first time? It's
Right.
It's still up there.
Shit's lit. Thank you guys so very much. We out. Deuces.